this is Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he's played for the same team his whole career. But what would happen if he changed teams every season to see if he can become the GOAT? Starting with the Los Angeles Lakers, he's going to be teaming up with LeBron and Luka. Already being a superstar, Giannis put on a show averaging 29 points per game and finishing second in the MVP race. And on his path to becoming the greatest player of all time, the Lakers were down in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. This is such a random finals matchup. The Bulls were the 6th seed and the Lakers were the 4th seed. We have Josh Giddey driving past Austin Reeves and he's blocked by Ayton. In transition, we have Reeves finding Luka in the corner. A 3 could be huge here. Luka kicks it back to Reeves and he misses the 3. So now the Bulls can extend their lead here. Josh Giddey's gonna attack Luka. He makes it into the paint and he's gonna miss the shot. On the break, Luka's gonna kick it to Giannis. The flashy pass out to Ayton, who's on the 3-point line for some reason. He's gonna find Luka, who pulls the deep 3 and it's off. Less than a minute to go here for the Lakers to make a shot. The Bulls get a wide open 3 and they're gonna miss. Everybody is just bricking here. Now we have Luka finding Reeves wide open in the corner and he misses the 3 for the tie. That is huge. Now we have Giddey blowing right by Luka. He kicks it to Kobe White, the 3, it's off. So now the Lakers might get the last shot here. Nobody's made a shot. They're gonna settle for a Giannis 3. I don't know why they settled for a Giannis 3. Josh Giddey's gonna make his first free throw, putting the Bulls up 4. He misses the second. And now on the break, we have Giannis finding a wide open Austin Reeves and his 3's good. That is a huge shot to keep the Lakers in the game. Kobe White's gonna make his first free throw. His second one's good as well. And now the Lakers are gonna need another 3 here. They inbound it to Reeves. He's gonna find LeBron. The 3 over Herter. It's off and the Bulls get the board. So unfortunately for Giannis, in his first and only year on the Lakers, they're gonna lose in Game 7 of the finals. But in Giannis' second season, he would leave the Lakers to team up with Kevin Durant in Houston. This roster actually looks really good. They have 4 people 88 overall or higher. And with how stacked this team is, Giannis is all the way down to 24 points per game, but the Rockets are gonna clinch the 3 seed. But in the first round, even though they almost came back down 3-1, they're gonna get eliminated. Giannis had a great game, but 15 from KD is disappointing. But Giannis would be leaving Kevin Durant to go join Steph Curry on the Warriors. And this team looks completely different without Jimmy or Draymond. Giannis is gonna win the Cup MVP if that means anything. And he's also gonna finish 3rd in MVP, averaging 29 and 13 a game. And for the second year in a row, he's going to Game 7 against the Suns in the first round. And in Game 7, we're all tied up with Reed Shepherd at the free throw line. He's gonna put the Suns up by 1, and with his second free throw, he puts them up 2. Curry's gonna throw it down low to Giannis in the paint. He's gonna take the layup, and it's good. Reed Shepherd's gonna find Dylan Brooks coming off the screen, wide open, and he knocks down the 3. Let's see what Giannis can do here on the ISO. He's gonna pull the jumper. That's not a great shot. So now the Suns can go up 5 here. Booker's gonna find Dylan Brooks. The paint is clogged. He's still gonna go up with the shot, though, when he makes the and-1. He's gonna make the free throw, so the Warriors are in trouble here. They're gonna inbound it to Giannis on the drive. He's blocked on the layup, and Giannis just can't seem to make it past the Suns. The Warriors are gonna get eliminated in the first round. And it's the same story with Giannis carrying and his best teammate not doing so great. But in Season 4, Giannis would continue to team up with superstars as he joins the Wizards. And you're probably wondering who else is on the Wizards. These guys are good, but not superstars. And it's Nikola Jokic. Oh my gosh, Giannis and Jokic just started the season out 30-0. And Wemby's gonna win the MVP over Giannis, even though the Wizards won 72 games. Giannis is gonna win yet another Cup MVP, and on the season, he averaged 28 points and 11 rebounds a game. It's crazy how much better the Wizards were than everyone else in the conference, but Wemby won because the Spurs also won 72 games. I don't know how the Wizards are having trouble here. They're gonna go up 3-2 against the 8 seed and make it out. And I guess that was the hardest series they had to go through. They're in the finals, and of course, they have to play the Spurs. They have 490 overalls in their starting lineup. Game 1's gonna go to the Spurs. Trey Johnson and Giannis both dropped 30, and Wemby had a 46-point game. He filled up the stat sheet. Game 2, the Wizards are gonna blow out the Spurs, though the Spurs are low-key coming back at the end, but it's not close enough. And this time, Trey Johnson had 40. He is hooping. Game 3 was pretty back and forth until the 4th quarter. The Spurs are gonna win. Trey Johnson is hooping, another 40-point game. But outside of the big 3, nobody else is really doing anything. And as for the Spurs, they are just so deep. They had so many people put up 10 or more points. But in Game 4, we're all tied up with 2 minutes to go. Trey Johnson gives the Wizards the lead, and now he's getting normal free throws. There must have been a tech or something. So I guess he has a chance to put the Wizards up 3 now, and that's exactly what he does. So in order to tie the series, all the Wizards have to do is clamp up for 2 minutes here. Carter Bryant with 7 seconds to go kicks it out to Dylan Harper in the corner, and he misses. In transition, they're gonna find Giannis. That's almost a turnover, and his layup puts the Wizards up by 5. That is huge. The Spurs are gonna go down low to Wemby here. Let's see if Zach Edey can stop him, and he can't. That's kind of crazy. They're the same height, but it's like Zach Edey wasn't even there, and Giannis forces up a terrible shot. I don't know why Wemby's running point on the break. He kicks it out to a wide open Carter Bryant, and he sinks the mid-range. So the Wizards just went from being up 5 to only being up 1, but Giannis is gonna change that. Less than a minute to go. Dylan Harper's gonna find Wemby. Let's see if Zach Edey gets a stop this time, and Wemby knocks down the fade. Anthony Black's gonna throw it down low to Giannis, being guarded by Boozer. He's gonna body him and go up with the layup, and Boozer gets the stop. That is huge because the Spurs can take the lead here. They find Wemby on the break and they go up 1. Losing this game would not be ideal for the Wizards. They would go down 3-1, but now we have Giannis on the ISO getting locked up by Boozer. He finds Edey. He kicks it to Trey Johnson, the 3, and it's off. If Dylan Harper misses one of these, that would be big. He's gonna miss the first one. He's gonna make the second one, so now the Wizards can tie it up with a 2 or win with the 3 here. 93% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe to help me hit my goal of 35,000 subscribers. Giannis is gonna chew down the clock. He uses the screen from Zach Edey. 4 seconds to go. He's getting clamped up. He goes up with the layup and ties the game up. So now all the Wizards need here is a stop with 1.2 seconds on the clock. They inbound it to Dylan Harper, and we're going into overtime. In overtime of game 4, the Wizards just have to hold this lead for 1 minute. Zach Edey, please clamp up Wemby here. Wemby with the fake. He's gonna go up with the shot, and Edey finally gets a stop. Kaishan George is gonna find Giannis being guarded by Boozer. I don't like this because Boozer's been clamping him up, but he fouls him this time. Let's just hope Giannis can make both of these free throws here. His first one's good, and to give the Wizards a 5-point lead, his second free throw bounces in. The Spurs are running out of time here. Dylan Harper with the behind the back. He had a wide open layup. He's gonna get fouled, and he's gonna knock down both free throws. All the Wizards need is to score one more time here. Walter Clayton Jr. finds Giannis on the drive. He bodies Boozer, and his layup rolls in. So now the Spurs are gonna need a big shot here with just 15 seconds left. Wemby gets open, but he gets a turnover. And just like that, the Wizards tie the series up at 2. And Giannis put the team on his back. He dropped 60. I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot Jokic was even on the team. He must have fouled out. Yeah, that's why he only played 30 minutes. And in game 5, the Wizards are gonna blow out the Spurs to take a 3-2 lead. I did not expect this from them. Jokic was the leading scorer for once. And in game 6, the Wizards blow out the Spurs again, and Giannis and Jokic win a championship together. So Giannis is gonna add to his resume winning his second championship and finals MVP, but it's time for him to join a new team as he'll be suiting up for the Knicks. And the Knicks actually look pretty good. They still have Brunson and Cat. Brunson's a 90, Cat's right off of a 90. They still have McHale too, and the rest of their roster is actually pretty solid. And Giannis is gonna make the All-NBA second team. He's down to 24 points a game, and he's gonna lead the Knicks to the 3 seed. In the first round, they have to play the Heat, led by Bam and Keontae George. And in yet another first round game 7, Giannis's team is gonna run away with the game. They were clutch in that first quarter. Brunson and Giannis saved the team. And now in the second round, they have to play the second seeded Hornets. This team is really good. The Knicks are gonna make it out in 6. And in the conference finals, we have Jokic versus Giannis. Game 1's gonna go to the Wizards. They win by 12. Game 2, they're gonna win by 2. Game 3, they're gonna win by 14. They're not gonna sweep though. Game 5's gonna go to the Knicks. Can they force a game 7? They can. And they are running away with the game in the 4th quarter. They're gonna be moving on to the finals. I did not expect them to make it this far. Now they have to go up against Cooper Flag and Zion. And this one wasn't close at all. The Knicks won game 3 by just 1 point, but all 4 of the Mavericks wins were blowouts. So Giannis is gonna have to watch as Cooper Flag lifts up the finals trophy. But Giannis would continue to chase championships as he would join the OKC Thunder. This team is so good that they have 490 plus overalls, and he's the 3rd best player on the team. It's so hard for Giannis to win MVP with other people having numbers like this. He's gonna make the All-NBA second team though, averaging 26 and 11, and the Thunder are the 5 seed. I thought they'd be better. In the first round, they're playing one of Giannis's former teams, and they're surprisingly gonna sweep them. Oh my gosh, the 8 seed just beat the 1 seed. They were really the 9th seed. That's crazy. I would say the Thunder could easily win here, but I mean, they just took down the 1 seed, so I'm not really sure. Okay, we should be good. The Thunder are up 3-0. They're gonna sweep in both rounds, and of course, they have to play Wemby now. Yeah, the series is over. They're not gonna get swept. They're gonna lose in 5 though. Speaking of his next team, Giannis is gonna go to the Mavericks and team up with Cooper Flag. And Giannis is finally gonna win an MVP, even though he only averaged 23 points a game. But that's because the Mavericks had the best record of all time. Kind of funny how he didn't even win the Cup MVP. And now his resume looks nice with that 3rd MVP along with those 2 championships. And let's see if the Mavericks can win another championship here. They're gonna sweep the Thunder in the first round and sweep the Jazz. For some reason, I feel like Wemby's gonna give them trouble. Let me check how good the Spurs were. They were a 60-win team, still 16 games behind the Mavericks. We're gonna take it game by game here just in case. Yeah, the Spurs are gonna win the first 2 games. they're gonna go up 3-0 and they sweep the Mavericks. I expected them to put up a fight, but I didn't expect a sweep. So after losing to Wemby in heartbreaking fashion, Giannis is gonna pull a KD and join him. Giannis is on the All-NBA second team, averaging 22-9, and the Spurs are the best team in the West with 62 wins. So 2 years in a row of a Giannis-led team being the best team in the league. Let's hope they don't sell this time. They're gonna make the conference finals, and of course they have to go up against Giannis's kryptonite Cameron Boozer. Last time we hopped into a game, he got clamped up by him. Game 1, the Spurs win by 6. They're gonna win Game 2 by 5. Game 3, they blow them out, and they're gonna make the finals. And in the finals, they're going up against AJ DeBonsta and the Hawks, and they still have Trae Young and Jalen Johnson. Game 1's gonna go to the Spurs. This is a crazy blowout. This Hawks offense is absolutely terrible. They just lost by 62. Wemby put up 32. Giannis had 26. And yeah, this Hawks team might be cooked. I don't know what is up with their offense or their defense. The Spurs just put up 154. And the rest of the series would go the same way, as the Spurs are gonna sweep, and Giannis is now a 3-time champion. Shout out Pablo Sanchez for getting a ring. If you know, you know. But Giannis would continue to chase GOAT status as he joins the Orlando Magic. So now he's teammates with Paolo and an old Jason Tatum. They also still have Franz on the team and Jalen Suggs. And the Magic are gonna finish with 68 wins. I guess Eric Spoelstra's their GM? They won the Cup MVP, so that's at least a good sign. And Giannis doesn't make an All-NBA team for the first time in a while. He only averaged 20 and 8. But to be fair, they had 2 people average 24 and 5 people average 17 or more. The Magic are going to Game 7 in the first round. In the first half, it was way closer than it should have been. That third quarter's gonna save the Magic though. And they had 5 people put up 20 or more. In the second round, they have to play the Sixers led by VJ Edgecombe. That was somehow easier than the first round. They're gonna make it out in 5. And now they have to play the Hornets, who have 5 90s in their starting lineup. It looks like every series is just gonna get easier for the Magic. They're not gonna sweep the Hornets, but they make it out in 5, and they have to play the 5-seeded Grizzlies. The Magic had 68 wins, meanwhile the Grizzlies had 50. And even though the Magic went up 3-2 in the series, the Grizzlies are gonna force a Game 7. Paolo had 37. Oh my gosh, only 4 people put up 10 or more. And Paolo, Ja Morant, and Darren Peterson all had 37. And in Game 7, with just under 3 minutes to go, we're all tied up. Ja with 7 seconds to go on the ISO's gonna spin his way into the paint, and he gets a turnover. On the other end, the Magic are gonna find Giannis wide open for the mid-range, and he misses it. So now we have 2 minutes left. Nobody's made his shot yet, but Cedric Howard's left wide open, and his three's off. In transition, we have Giannis on the drive. He takes the Euro step layup and puts the Magic up. Yang Hansen in the corners and to throw it to their other big, and Giannis gets the block. Let's see if the Magic can take advantage of this fast break here. Paolo, the half spin, the step back jumper, and he misses. 4 seconds to go for Ja on the shot clock. He's gonna have to take the contested jumper. He's gonna miss it, but Yang Hansen gets the rebound, and he ties the game up. Less than a minute to go, we have Giannis running the point here. He's gonna make his way into the paint, and he makes the N1. So now he can put the Magic up 3 here, and he makes his free throw. And that was a huge make, because the Grizzlies can't tie it up here no matter what on this possession. Darren Peterson with the layup. He's gonna miss, but the Grizzlies get another chance here. Cedric Howard gets an open 3, and Kessler gets the board. So now the Magic could potentially hit the dagger here. Giannis on the ISO. Please don't do something stupid. He is not cooking up though. He's getting clamped up. 6 seconds to go. He's gonna force up the floater, and it's good. And that might be the dagger. The Grizzlies are gonna need a huge shot to stay in the game here. Yang Hansen's gonna kick it to Ja Morant, the 3. He's gonna miss, and Paolo grabs the rebound. And the game's over, so Giannis made the shot to win his 4th championship. And Giannis was able to win his former teammate Jalen Brunson a championship. I didn't even realize he was on the team. I mean, to be fair, he didn't really play. But he would be leaving Brunson a 2nd time to join the Hornets. This team is so stacked that there are 6 people better than him. Giannis once again isn't going to make an All-NBA team. He averaged more points than last season, and I'm honestly surprised he averaged more points per game than the other starters. The Hornets are the best team in the East, but there are 2 teams in the West with a better record than them, and in the second round they're going to a Game 7. I guess Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are reunited, and the Pistons offense just crumbled this game. That wasn't even close. Giannis was the 2nd leading scorer with 23, and in the conference finals they have to play the team he just left. Okay, I guess this will be easier than expected. The Hornets aren't going to sweep, and they're going to make the finals against the Spurs. This core of Wemby, Dylan Harper, and Stephon Castle has been insane. And let's see if the Hornets can work their magic here. They're gonna blow them out in Game 1. They blow them out again in Game 2. The Spurs take Game 3 by 10 and they tie the series up. And in Game 5, the Spurs were just up 10 with 2 minutes to go. Let's see if the Hornets can get a stop and complete the comeback. Anderson Jr. is going to use the screen from Wemby. He gets a wide open 3 and he knocks it down. Let's see if the Hornets can stay in this game here. LaMelo with the cross. He's going to get stopped. Stephon Castle picks up on him. He's running out of time. They only have 15 seconds. He's gonna swing it to McKinney. The wide open three's good. Let's see if Dylan Harper can at least miss one of his free throws. He's gonna knock his first one down, and to put the Spurs up 5, his second one's good. And I don't know what the Hornets are doing. Giannis is gonna pass it to LaMelo. They're running out of time. He's gonna knock down the three. Oh my gosh, they almost got a steal, bro. I thought they were gonna get it. They really didn't get the steal on that pass. Wemby knocks down the first free throw, and to ice the game, putting the Spurs up 4, his second free throw's good. So the Spurs are gonna take a 3-2 lead in the series, and in Game 6, the Hornets get blown out, moving Giannis' finals record to 4-2. So unfortunately, he has to watch as his former teammate Wemby lifts up the trophy without him. And after 10 seasons of changing teams, Giannis is gonna retire. And with a resume like this, he's gonna retire as one of the GOATs. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you want to see me make the Antetokounmpo brothers the best trio in the NBA, click the video on the screen right now.